The Skunk Ape trail races are quickly becoming some of my favorite events, for a few reasons. First, the course is fast-paced and comes with some amazing scenery. The Green Swamp Wilderness Preserve is such a beautiful area, and the sections of the trail I've seen are very well maintained. Next would be the people. Skunk Ape brings together many familiar faces in the Florida ultra running community, so I was excited to catch up with all the friends I've made over the last year. Running is fun, but the conversations had pre and post race are just as important to me. Finally, the food. This event is called the Skunk Ape Night Run in Potluck, so I'm not ashamed to admit I was hoping to finish the race quickly so I can get some of the food. I wasn't sure how long the Publix fried chicken would stay warm. I needed to make sure I got back in time to enjoy it. As for the race itself, I had just finished the Vero Beach Octopus 100 miler the weekend before, so I was hoping to put in a good effort, but my main plan was to finish the race injury-free and have some victory beers with my Run Fluent team afterwards.
Hey. Instead of over there, since we already lost the 2 tenths, so there's that. Okay. But basically, when you're going down this road, there should be a white sign, which might have fallen off, but you'll see the pink flagging. So you'll just follow the pink flagging for the first 2 aid stations, and then it's pretty much the reflective tape that you'll be following. Same thing when you come all the way through here in that tall grass. So there we go. We'll start it off with a very simple 3, 2, 1. So 3, 2, 1, go!
Watch. Okay. Let's go. Why am I out in front? Oh no, I'm gonna slow everybody up. It's hard. If you recall, I mentioned earlier about how I was looking forward to a nice slow race. Well, 3 members of my running team, including my coach, lined up right at the start. I figured I'd push the pace with them at the beginning, run a few miles, then fall back. This is what I did, but I was actually feeling pretty good, so I didn't fall back as much as I intended and continued at about an 8.5 mile pace. The course had some extremely wet areas in the beginning. Surprisingly, the only areas with standing water were right at the beginning and right at the end, with the majority being very dry and runnable. I was very concerned with my feet getting wet since my race the prior weekend left the balls of my feet decently blistered. Between my trail shoes, wool socks, tape job, and trail toes lube, I didn't have any issues with my feet the entire race. Another aspect I like about this race are the 2 out and back points, but I have to admit that this time was a little daunting and I could feel my competitiveness kicking in. I felt like I was pushing a hard pace, and to see so many runners right behind me made me realize I was going to have to continue this high effort for quite a while. This was probably why I ended up doing as well as I did, because I knew any slowing down could result in getting passed. This is the face you make when you realize the party is just getting started at Skunk Ape.
Starting off pretty hard, but it's an 18 miler, so if I bonk, I'll still hobble it in and finish. But feeling good. Legs are around 100 miles last week. Legs are feeling really good. So now we're on to the actual trail part of this race. These winding trails, I love these trails. So I'm gonna keep getting at it. I'll try to get a few shots, but it's starting to get dark, so might not be much good footage left to get, but I'll do what I can. .33 miles in. I'm doing pretty good. Starting to feel it for sure. Legs are, I can tell I ran 100 miles last week, but feeling good. I think I'll be able to run the whole thing. There's one section where it's all sandy later. May have to walk that a bit, but yeah, keeping it up. Whew, getting technical right now. So, oh, technical for me, but check in later. Just hit 8 miles and I do it well. We got about an hour 6 minutes into this thing, so doing pretty well, feeling good. Definitely gonna be able to run the whole thing, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to keep my pace up, but hey, I'm feeling good. I've done better than I thought so far, so about to hit the sandy lollipop loop, and that one's gonna be a calf burner, so I'll try to get some shots of that before it gets dark. And that's all there is to it. Keep it up. So that horrible dirt is now grassed over, so this one's not gonna be too bad. Yeah, a few months ago, there's nothing but just sand. You just sink right into it. So now, seeing that it's at least a little bit grassed over, that's a big help.
I didn't get any footage from this section, but I'm going to do a recreation because I think I know just about what I said. Okay, out here on this long stretch. Thought it was a mile or two. Might be more than that. I don't know what the hell Joseph's thinking. kind of think there's someone screwing with me and turning off their headlamp up ahead, but I don't know who would do that. Can't be Scott Hoover. I don't think he'd do that. Nah, can't be Scott. Anyway, doing a run walk out here. Legs are hurting a bit, but still feeling pretty good. Can't wait to hit those brambles in that briar patch and get my legs torn up in about a mile and a half. It's got to be coming soon. This wouldn't be Skunk Ape without some thorns and a little more high water. So yeah, I guess I'll check back in at the finish line. I ended up finishing 5th overall with a time of a little over 2 hours and 40 minutes. I held 5th from about mile 4 until the end of the race, with a few runners gaining on me about a mile from the finish line. I actually came in a few minutes behind my friend and teammate Scott Hoover, who mentioned that he had seen my headlamp behind him and ran the last few miles with it turned off so I wouldn't know how close he was. This was an incredibly smart idea because while I was pushing myself at the end of the race, I think if I knew how close he was, then I would have pushed a little harder and tried to catch him. With the Vero Beach Octopus and Skunk Ape complete, there's one final race in the SummerSlam trifecta, the Trident. This will be a race held on some steep sand dunes in Jupiter, and I'm excited to close out this final race strong along with the 9 other Summer Slammers, as we've so been named.